Yo, so day one of dunk camp is complete. And I have to say, it was absolutely insane. The experience, the people, the energy, the vibes, the community. I'm really excited, to continue this rest of this week and the camp. I actually tested. So pretty much we started the day out with just testing and we were split up into two groups. So there was the first group was groups 1 to 4, and the second group was groups 5 to 8. So I was in group 6, so I was with the second group. So in the first half, we did classes. So pretty much we had CJ Champion and Jay Clark the jumper come and talk to us about dunk technique and pretty much like how to hit certain dunks, because I think our group was more like beginner level. So I was in that group and he talked about just how to palm the ball correctly, how to go off one, how to go off two, pretty much like how to put your hand so when you're attempting a dunk, you're going over the rim as opposed to throwing the ball at the rim. Your hand needs to be over the rim. It was a lot of good information. And then while we were in class, the other group was doing testing. So they were pretty much checking their vertical. When we first came in, we all checked our standing reach. So that's what I did. And everyone did that. I think for standing reach, I hit 99 inches. And then when we switched over, so the first group went to classroom, and then we went to test vert. I tested my standing vert jump. Standing vert, I was able to touch 10 foot 4 inches. And then went to approach jumping for max vert there, and I was able to touch 10 foot 8.5 inches. So I think you can kind of calculate your vertical by subtracting your standing reach from your max vert. So I don't know how to do that mathematics right now. I'm not really ready for that mathematics, but if you guys know how to do that mathematics, let me know what my vert is. I think they actually do have like the little mats that you jump on. No, they did have those. The little mats that you jump on that kind of times the force and how long you're in the air for, and then tells you what your vertical is. But that's not what I used. I just used the bell. Like there's a bell and then you jump and you try and hit the bell and they keep on raising it until you can't hit it anymore. So that's what I did. I'll put the video up somewhere. And then after that, it was go time. We started dunking. Like we were out here while we were in classroom. The guys that did the tests first were dunking, and those guys are more advanced. So they were on 10 foot. They were doing some sick stuff. I looked over and I saw Jordan Kilgannon doing the scorpion. I saw Jay Clark the jumper throwing it off the wall and coming back and then hitting the thing. Like, yo, I had to restrain myself from screaming and losing my mind. I didn't think I did a good job, but I tried my best. And then when it was our turn, we went over and did a test and then we started dunking, and it was just really cool to see how the guys, because there were different stations, so depending on who you wanted to work with and what dunk you wanted to try and hit, there would be somebody, like one of the professionals was going to be there kind of like coaching you through it. So I literally went over and Jay Clark was in one section, and then Jordan Sutherland, 1 Foot God, was in the other section. So I kind of hit both sections. 1 Foot God was more talking about lobs, like how to catch lobs, and he actually threw me a lob that I missed but it got a reaction. And then I went to Jay Clark's section and I was trying to hit, because I hit a one-hander and I got up there and I threw it down and they were all like, whoa. And I was like, yeah, I do this, come on now. And I hit that, and I was asking Travis, I was like, so what do you think with that dunk? Because that's really the only dunk that I've been able to do consistently. So I was asking, like, what other dunks do you think I could hit? Because there's a chart, and I'll put that chart up somewhere. Listen, I don't know how to do all the mechanics, but I'll put all the technical stuff. I'll try and put something here or link something for you guys to read to see the chart. But there's a chart that pretty much ranks what level you are at as a dunker based on the kind of dunks that you're able to do. So I think for my level, being able to hit like one hand off one on 10 foot puts me at like beginner, you know, and then you have the intermediate guys who are doing like, actually I could pull that up right here, guys who are doing like, you know, two-handers and tricks and all that. And then it keeps on going more and more advanced until you get to like expert or advanced level. So I hit the one-hander in front of them and they were all like, whoa, you can definitely do a 360. And I was like, okay. So I started trying to hit the 360 and I kept missing it. And eventually I was like, okay, how about let me do a step down and see if I can do two hands. Because I have hit two hands in the past, but I haven't been able to hit that consistently. As opposed to the one hand is pretty consistent for me right now. But two hand, it was like, it's not very consistent. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and do two hands. So I went up and tried for the two hands and I missed. And then Jay Clark comes over and he's like, yeah, you gotta swing the ball this way and make sure you're doing this and that. And he pretty much coached me through it. And as soon as he coached me through it, I went up and I hit it. And I hung on to the rim and then I pulled myself up and I slapped the backboard and I came down and everyone was like, I think the best part of dunking for me is just the reactions. Like, it feels great, and especially on like low rim, you get to do like tricks and everything, but hitting like a nice dunk on a 10-foot and everyone's just like, whoa, it's such a good feeling. And it was such a good feeling also to see all the kids who came out and were trying to hit their first dunk and successful. I freaking met Hooping Nate. If you are in the sports community, basketball community, you know who Hooping Nate is. And I met him and he hit his first dunk today too, off a lob. So that was really cool to see. And just the hype of the crowd and everyone just getting into it, everyone just supporting, everyone just lifting each other up. You know, like, you can attempt to dunk 17 times and miss every single time. And someone's gonna be right there to say, okay, let's go again, you got this, you got this. And I just love that energy, you know? I was just happy to be a part of it, and I was happy to finally get that dunk, and the energy when I hit that was insane. It kind of like made me feel like, dang, I really got this in the bag. Like, I really can do more. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna give you guys the full recap. It's gonna be in a longer video, but this is just to let you know that the camp is underway, day one is over, and we out here. Let's get it. About to head out for day 2. So what is in the dunk camp bag? Let's find out. So first thing we got is the water bottle. Very important for a dunker. You gotta stay hydrated. Second thing we got is the jersey. It says dunk camp on it on the front and 25 level up on the back for 2025. And then last thing we got in here is the notebook, Dunk Camp notebook. And this is really important because we had classrooms, so a lot of professionals came and was talking to us about dunk technique and important things to know about dunking and how to dunk properly and all that. And I was in there taking notes, y'all. I was, if you can see that, yeah, I was in there scribbling all the notes. I was like, yes, and what after that? So it's very important to just be attentive and to absorb information that is gonna help you on your dunk journey. So I'm really excited to keep you guys updated and continue letting you guys know what's going on at the camp. Stay tuned for day 2. Peace out.
Seated for 90 minutes. Again, try to do that straight. messed up, make sure you stay out of the way. Get out of the way. Yeah. Okay. Shoot, you guys are doing good, okay? Another balance. Keep it going, keep it going.
Some stories that you don't often get to hear about some of the NBA players, and I'll let him.
I flew in from Chicago. What about you?
No, it's down in LA area.
Oh, you live in LA?
Yeah, Temecula. It's like it's like a suburb, basically.
Oh, nice. What's your name?
Jaren.
Jaren.
Yeah.
Palace.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. See if I can get this.
Chicago.
Hey! Yeah, just like 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah. What about you?
About an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. Let's see what you got. Ah! Oh, you gotta send me that.
Yeah.
Or tag me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say-
Let me see it.